The pain of discovering my wife's infidelity hit me like a venomous arrow. It was a reality so unbearable that even speaking it aloud seemed to flood me with bitterness. You never imagine that the person you've shared your entire life with could shatter your trust so completely. Yet, betrayal often creeps in from the hearts closest to us. It was an ordinary Tuesday evening when the truth revealed itself. I had come home earlier than expected, hoping to surprise her with a quiet, cozy dinner. But the shock that awaited me burned through me. Her phone buzzed relentlessly on the kitchen counter, and without thinking, I glimpsed at the screen. A preview of a message ignited my world like wildfire spreading across a dry field. Last night was unforgettable. I can still feel you. Time stood still. My hands froze. My chest constricted as if an invisible force had struck me. When she emerged from the bathroom, humming carelessly, I met her eyes and spoke 3 chilling words: "I know everything." Her face drained of color. But instead of guilt, she offered icy detachment. "I'm sorry," she murmured. "I don't love you anymore." In that instant, a decade of shared dreams evaporated into nothing. I grabbed a bag, threw in clothes, and left, unable to remain in that poisoned space. With nowhere else to turn, I found myself at my best friend Ryan's door, clutching my duffel bag, my heart in fragments. Ryan didn't pry. He simply opened the door and said, "Stay as long as you need." What I hadn't anticipated was seeing his younger sister, Emily, already there. A familiar figure from years past, a few years younger, she possessed a warmth that carried a sharp edge, her gaze cutting through pretense with ease. That first night, sleep eluded me. I lay in the guest room staring at the ceiling, replaying every false glance and hollow smile from my wife. Anger churned within me, aimless and raw. The next morning, Emily knocked gently. "Want some breakfast?" she asked, calm yet commanding. "At the table," she added, observing me silently before speaking words that pierced through my fog of grief. "Your silence is shielding her." "What do you mean?" I whispered, barely audible. Emily leaned closer, her eyes unwavering. "By not speaking, you're protecting her. She hasn't just betrayed you once. She's done much worse." My blood ran cold. "What are you talking about?" I demanded. That's when Emily revealed a truth that shattered everything. She had witnessed my wife's affairs multiple times, not just the one exposed in the message. My wife had been reckless, flaunting her betrayals in places she believed were private, oblivious to keen eyes. Emily had carried this secret for months, but seeing me so broken, she could no longer stay silent. "She's been deceiving you for over a year," Emily said gently. "This isn't just one affair. She's built an entire hidden life." The fury that coursed through me was unlike anything I'd ever known. My wife hadn't merely betrayed me once, she had been mocking me, making a fool of me for over a year. In that moment, my grief hardened into a steely determination. In the days that followed, I remained at Ryan's, but Emily became my anchor. She knew the details, where my wife went, who she met, the tangled web of lies she spun. Each revelation sharpened my anger into a focused plan. I wouldn't confront her with a meltdown. I wouldn't beg. I would dismantle everything she valued, leaving only regret behind. The first step was exposure. With Emily's help, I gathered proof, photos, dates, locations, meticulously catalogued. Ryan joined in, and together we compiled a complete record of her deceit. I didn't confront her personally. Instead, I sent the evidence to everyone significant in her life: family, friends, even colleagues. Her carefully curated image crumbled in one night. Next came reclaiming my future. She had assumed she would keep the house, the savings, the life we built together. But I had already consulted a lawyer, armed with Emily's information and our evidence. The divorce proceedings shifted decisively in my favor. When it concluded, I held the house to sell, divided the accounts, and she was left scrambling to salvage what remained of her life. The final step was personal. She believed her betrayal had shattered me, that she could walk away while I sank into despair. But Emily was there every day, reminding me of my strength. "Betrayal doesn't diminish your worth," she said. "It refines it." One evening, after weeks of planning, Emily and I sat on Ryan's porch under a sky full of silent stars. "You've mapped it all out," she said. "Are you ready for what comes next?" I nodded, resolute. "I'm ready to thrive." And thrive I did. When the divorce finalized, my wife called, voice trembling with tears, begging for another chance. I didn't waver. "No," I said firmly. "You made your choice. Face the consequences." For the first time, I felt free. Emily hadn't just exposed the truth, she had instilled resilience in me. She taught me that revenge isn't about destruction, it's about rising so high they can't reach you. My wife's infidelity had brought me to Ryan's doorstep, shattered and lost. But Emily's revelations transformed my pain into purpose. Her truth sparked a fire in me, clarified my vision, and forged strength. She believed her betrayal would destroy me. Instead, it made me stronger. The truest revenge, a life so vibrant, so fearless, that she would spend every day haunted by what she threw away. Betrayal wounds deeply, but the one who wields the blade doesn't always win.